Hello everyone and welcome back to Data with Aditya. And in this video you are going to learn two important things which will make a completely difference and change in how you write your complex SQL queries. First one is case statement. It is just adding the condition inside your query just like an if-else condition, right? And the second one will be CTEs, which stands for common table expressions. It is just like a way to rename, to reuse a query block which makes your complex SQL easy, readable for everyone, right? So both are simple, both are incredibly useful, and you are going to use it. So let's go and deep dive to it. So let's begin with case statement. So what is case statement? Case statement is just like how we add if else condition to any of the code. It is just similar. If you just look at the syntax, it is very readable and easy to understand. Just start with case, right? So case starts the expression. It is like a indication to MySQL. Okay, here comes your conditions. Case begins with that, right? Then when, then after when we write the condition, then result, check this and return particular thing. Else, what to return if nothing match should be mentioned in else, and we will end it with end as alias, and we will just close it and we will give it a particular column name. Don't forget to give the column name here when you end it, right? So what this does and how it does, right? So my SQL just evaluates the condition from top to bottom and returns the value which matches the first. If you have given like 4 to 5 condition for when, whichever matches the first will be the result for that. It will just get replicated and that will be your result. If nothing matches, then it will fall under the condition to the else and it will give the particular output, right? If you just see here, we are labeling the products. If the price is above 50,000, it is a premium one. If above 10,000, it is a mid-range, and everything else will be as budget, right? So just look at the result. MacBook Air, as you know, it is a premium. Office chair is a mid-range and notebook is budget. It's like a clean, readable, exactly right what we want. Now let's move to Workbench and find out how it works for a code, right? See, you can see code here, select product name, category, price. Here start a case. What is the case? When price, here comes the condition. When price is greater than or equal to 50,000, then you label it as premium. Second condition here is when price is greater than or equal to 10,000, then label it as mid-range. Else, if it does not follow any of the condition else, you will label it as budget. End as, we are ending it as a new column name which we are going to keep this all information as will be price tier, from products, order by price descendingly, right? If you just run this code, you will see here, right? The new table, the new column has formed in our table named as price tier, and we got all the products given in this particular category or the label which we gave, which was premium, mid-range and budget. This is how our code will run for the condition of case. If you need to make it work, if you need to give conditions, you need to do anything regarding like if else statement or condition, you need to use case here, right? So second section which we'll be running through is case with group by. So what is this? What's the difference, right? So we just saw case inside group by. Let me highlight this. This is like very much powerful statement right here. So normally group by, right, the word group by goes by an existing column, but case creates a new column, right? If you just saw, we just created a new column named as price tier, right? So but case creates a new custom group that doesn't belong to any of the column, any of the data in your existing table. So you define the budget, mid-range and expensive, the premium one, right? You just made a 3 buckets. So this is done, you define the buckets, and this is done by case by group by, right? So here are 3 things to remember whenever you use case and group by net, mostly case, right? So what are the 3 things you should remember when you use case? First thing is K evaluates from top to bottom. First matches when, right? Anything which matches the first condition in the when, it will give that result and move further with the next row to make the decision, right? Second one is else, handle everything else. If you skip else, you will see null. Null appearing will start if you just miss what you should be given in null. And third and most important condition is always end with the end and always give a column name to it to make a good, readable and exact code, right? So what is CTE, right? CTE stands for common table expression. Let me Okay, let's do this. We will just show you the problem first, and then we will just see, right? You may be like, we have subquery, then why we need it, what is the use? Let's buy a problem and how we will solve it, right? So here is a subquery where nesting a in select inside from it works, but it is hard to read. The logic is buried under like middle of the query. You need to read whole of it. It is not exactly what you get. It is hard to understand and read and make others understand, right? If someone reads this code, or if you come back like within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you are giving KT to anyone, you have to mentally unwrap it layer by layer, which is again difficult to explain, and for yourself also, right? Now just look at CTE side, right? Now this is a CT version with order counts as, name it, define it. Then below, select from it by name, clean, readable, the logic is separated and by name. What we did, we just told whatever this query is, it will be known as, whole code, whole query will be known as order count. So every time you need to use that particular code or you need that particular logic, just name it as, okay, we want to use order counts, and you're done. You will get the output what you want. You don't need to use it again and again and again, just like a subquery. You are just mentioning that, okay, this code form as of now will be called as A, and every time you use A, you will get the output you wanted. So here is a code. You just shift to workbench. See, with order counts as, your with tells us, tells MySQL indicates that it is CTE, so behave like that, right? So select customer ID, count star as total orders from orders and group by customer ID, right? This will be known, this particular code will be known as order counts. Whenever you want to run this code, just run it as and call it as order counts, and it will work it, right? Where we will use it, below it, right? Select c dot first name, c dot last name, oc dot total orders, right? From customer C, join order count OC. What is OC? Order count. On C dot customer ID is equals to OC dot customer ID, where OC dot customer ID less than equal to 2, greater than 1. Get to know your data, and then, so in this case, I know how much total orders my customer are made, so I will put accordingly, like you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 according to your data. Just know the data, get the output, and then you will know it. Otherwise, we will get no output here. Not an error, but no output, because there will be no customer who plays like 20 orders, something like that. So know your data and then place a particular number there, right? So you just run this, you can clearly see the order count is defined up top and used down below like a regular table, clean, clear, easy to follow, and you will get everything what you wanted easily, right? You can see it, it is beautifully done. What if we want multiple of them? Let's do it. So you can chain multiple cities together, separate them with a comma, and you have a new city. You can refer, use the previous one in your code easily, right? So 3 steps: count order, filter top customers, join names. Each step will be named as CTE. The main query will be at the bottom of it. How? Let's go to workbench and find it out, right? So if you just see the workbench now, with order count as, select order ID, customer star as total orders from orders group by customer ID. This is our first CTE, which is order counts. The second will be top customers as. So here you can see we have not written with again, we have just separated it by comma, and our new CTE has been started, which is top customers, right? So top customers as, select customer ID, total orders from order counts where total order is less than equal to 2, less than 1 according to you, right? Okay, in this case our both of the city has been written, and let's write the main code now, which will be combining the both of the cities. Okay, what we did here, we just separately created two small tables which we needed to find an output. We didn't use the main table directly, we just created a subset of it, two subsets of it, and we will be using the this two subsets as a main table for our main code. Sound complicated, but easy one, right? So just select c dot first name comma c dot last name, c dot city, tc dot total orders from customer C, join top customers tc on, right? C dot customer ID is equal to tc dot customer ID, and we will just order it by tc.customer total orders descendingly. If you just run it and just see how it flows step by step to CTE1, which counts, and CTE2, which is filters the main query, add names, and each step is testable on its own. No complex, no like buried under the codes. You need to find out where the code is going and where you are going. Nothing. Step by step, easily you just made it two subsets, use it as a main code, and you are done for it. Right? That's how we did it. Okay, so what we did in this video, we will just recap it fastly, right? So recap: case, when, then, right? Condition the logic in the select, then group it by, order by, that's it. If else condition, nothing else, right? And always end it with a particular column name, use alias there and make it work. Otherwise, it will be, the code will not run properly, nothing else, right? Multiple cities. We will just write one city, another city, just separate it by comma, and you have a new subset perfectly running for your main code, and that is it. What is city versus subquery? What is the difference? Same performance, city wins in a readability, nothing else. It is a read, it is easy to read, easy to understand, easy to make understand. That's it, right? The next one is what we will be doing in our next video. Everything is done, right? SQL is completed. What is there? In next video, we will just go through all the codes, majority of the code. I won't say all the codes. We will just go majority of the codes which are asked in interviews, which are asked in coding round, which makes your logic understandable, which makes you implement all the logic, all the things you learned so far. We will just go through codes, we will just build a logic, use the logic and make it work. So let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.